Hello everybody, welcome to On the Glide Slope. It is a viewer request flight today. In fact, two viewer request flights. We had two viewer requests from the Low Countries. One was for a flight around Antwerp. In fact, I've had more than one for that. And the other was for a flight around Rotterdam. And since it's only about 46 nautical miles between the two, we're going to fly from one to the other. So we're going to take off from Doorn Airfield in Antwerp. We're going to head basically due north, probably track the Rotterdam VOR. That should get us within sight distance of Rotterdam Airport, and then we'll land. We'll have some nice sightseeing along the way. We're not running real-world weather because it's raining at the moment in Antwerp. So we're going to be going with fair weather from the sim. We're in the A2A Cessna 182. We're flying over ORBX European land class scenery. We have the ORBX HD airfields installed. And because the Cessna 182 from A2A is so accurate, my front windshield has fogged up because I've been sitting here for too long. So, even though we have the fans on. So, without any further ado, we're going to fire up the airplane. Also, I'm excited today because I just was able to get installed a butt kicker gamer, which I found on eBay. They're hard to come by, and so I've got a rumbler in the airplane for the first time, and I'm excited to see how that feels. And it feels like it's rumbling. Whoa, that's cool. My whole chair is sort of shaking. Whoa, and as I fire it up, it really shakes. In fact, it's loud. I hope you can't hear it. I may have to prop something under there to keep it quiet. Very cool. Well, I hope you can't hear it through the mic. You probably shouldn't be able to. Certainly not over the sound of the airplane. So, all right, well, that's exciting. That's exciting. All right, we'll get the avionics fired up and get this baby ready to go and be back in just a second. Let's see, Rotterdam is 110.4. Okay, we don't have weather here, but we know that it's at 39 feet mean sea level. So we've got that set about right. And we'll figure out the winds in a second. But in the meantime, wow, that butt kicker is cool. My whole chair started to vibrate when I hit the power. That's really cool. It may be too strong. I might have to turn it down. Although it feels like being in the real thing, I'll say. We've got some cool airplanes here on the ramp. Wow, it reads the RPM really well, the butt kicker. When I hit the power, it fires up. Okay, let's figure out here where the wind's coming from. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, we're going off on runway 29er and we are taxiing out there via Bravo. So our winds must be coming from the west. And in taxi, this butt kicker is just absolutely shaking my chair apart. But that's kind of what it feels like when you're taxiing along. And it's sort of unsteady. It's almost like it knows it's rumbling over the seams in the concrete. Yeah, very cool. All right, I was able to use a Band-Aid to secure the lever on this chair because it was rattling so bad I could barely pay attention to what I was doing. So we're ready to go, and let's presume we've told Antwerp Tower that we're ready to go.
Cessna, November 15 Juliet Golf, clear for takeoff. Runway 29er, departure to the north of Bruce.
All right, so we're ready to go. Flaps are up, fuel pumps on, lights, camera, we're squawking VFR, and let's go. Good idea to take the parking brakes off. This thing is still rumbling like crazy. Wow, it takes some getting used to. So, I have spent a lot of time in Luxembourg, been to France, but I've never been to the Low Countries. That car almost just killed us on that highway there. That was interesting. So kind of like the Brazil flight, it'll be cool to do this at least virtually. 65 knots, rotate. Right rudder. Climb that VY. And we're off. I had VAS problems loading into here. I had the scenery on 100% and I had VAS issues, and I rarely get VAS issues, so that was a little concerning. This airplane also is complex and it does that, but we'll see if it frees out some scenery when we get out of Antwerp. Okay, 100 feet, we'll make our turn to our heading. It's also a little stuttery today. Alright, there's our VOR. Our heading bug set so it matches our course indicator on our OBS. Right about here. Yeah, stuttery, that's interesting. I don't know why that is. I'll have to check it out. Windows just updated, and Windows updates, so you have no idea what's going to happen. We're going to fly up there at about 4,500 feet, track our radial, and see what we can see. All right, we've got some ports, Port of Antwerp down there. We've got refineries, rail yards, all kinds of interesting stuff. And some more of Antwerp off to the side here, including another airfield, EBBT. That is Rascat. I think I'm saying that incorrectly, but at least I tried. All right, we're cleared through the Bravo airspace. We are making our way.
5 Juliet Golf, contact approach at 123.575.
123.575 for 15 Juliet Golf. We are cruising along about 4,500 feet. We're in the Bravo airspace. That down there is Woonstrecht. And we have the sea behind. That would be a place for us to go if our motor stopped up front. Here's a shot of some of the textures that ORBX uses for this part of the world. And it looks like the low countries for sure. And it's a bit late in the day, so the light's getting sort of flat. Looks great. All right, we have crossed from Belgium into the Netherlands, and we're coming up on a major canal here, which is the outlet of several rivers, one of which is the Waal. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we are a little more than halfway, actually. So pretty soon here, let's see, we are, well, our DME tells us 20 miles outbound. When we get to 10 miles, we will call Rotterdam and let them know that we're coming. If wind there is the same way, then we will be making our landing on 24, and we are cruising along. ORBX land class gets a lot of things right. One is details like power lines, which always look, I think, very realistic from the air. And they are where they are supposed to be. We also have some car traffic moving along the highway down there. It's like flying over a living environment. It's great.
Cessna, November 15 Juliet Golf, Rotterdam Tower. Enter right base, runway 6, altimeter 29902.
Right base, runway 6, 29902 for 15 Juliet Golf. Okay, runway 6 is what we're going to fly. Right, base. I want us to come in on base, runway 6. So we'll get our heading indicator to 60. Start visualizing what this is going to look like. We're basically going to fly in on the base, make the right-hand turn to land. Okay, so, yep, all right, so we're setting up pretty well for that. We still have 12 miles to go, but we can start losing some altitude here. It's cool, the butt kicker gamer, I feel the change in the RPMs in my seat. All right, we'll start a nice descent here of about 500 feet per minute. And we don't have the field yet, but we should pretty soon. It's going to be right up in there. Pattern altitude is 986 feet because the airfield is 14 feet below sea level. Welcome to the Netherlands. Looks like we've got Rotterdam coming up here on the right. Flying in over the port area. About 7 miles to go. Field should be in front of us. I'm looking for it. Cleared to land for runway 6, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay, it's got to be right in front of us. So we're getting down. They wanted us to make left base. I think I see the field, or right base, so we're going to come in this way. There's some cool scenery they've got for Rotterdam, bridges, some unique towers. Okay. It's really cool how the butt kicker changes its frequency and its oscillations based on the RPM of the airplane. Okay. This feels good about here. First notch flaps. There we go.
Rotterdam Tower, 4456, ready to go. Runway 6, IFR to London City.
4456, hold short, runway 6. Traffic is Cessna Skylane on final.
Yeah, that's us. Don't get out there with us coming in, dude.
Runway 6, 4456.
All right, full flaps. We're on the glide slope. Pun intended. Speed's pretty good. In fact, we can be going just a little faster. There we go. All right. Oh, it's cool. The butt kicker changed its rumble when we got on the ground. I can feel the pavement.
Cessna 5, Juliet Golf, turn next taxiway.
In fact, it's really rumbling on the pavement. That's cool. Okay, so welcome to Rotterdam. That was for Jan Willem and some of the other folks from Belgium and Netherlands who had asked for flights in that area. Hope you liked it. So there we go. It's a nice day here. If you have questions about the simulator, CPU power, graphics cards, screen configurations, any of that stuff, I've done a pretty good job of trying to get a lot of those answers together at the website, www.ontheglideslope.net. It should answer almost anything that you have. If there are questions there that aren't answered, fire away. I'll answer them as fast as I'm able. I'm happy to try to help people learn how to do something like this. And there's a fair number of folks out there who've started building simulators like this. And I'm very happy to hear that, because I think it's just a great hobby, and I think it'd be very fulfilling, and the fact that it's inspired people is flattering. So, if you are building your own sim, certainly feel free to send in pictures. There goes that BA flight off to London City, going off right wing. So I think it's great, and if you send them in, I'm happy to check them out. I'd love to see them. I'll put the photos up on the website if you would give me permission, and then others can see your build. And other than that, thanks again. And this is a lot of fun, and the fact that people want to watch it is very flattering. I love seeing these different airports and parts of the world, even if just virtually. They're all rendered well, they all look cool, as does this one. Let's go park over here with the regional airlines. Let's go park right up here next to these 737s that are getting ready to go. I think we look like we belong here, don't you? Okay, that's it. Another great day on the Glide Slope, and thanks again for watching. Right up here next to Transavia Airlines. Thanks for watching on the Glide Slope. Have a great day.
Traffic.